Hey, it's me, Unapologetically T, and I am definitely not feeling well, but I had to get this out. I wrote this and wanted to read it. Day 152 of 2026 on Earth. Earth. When I first started this journey, I was an innocent child. I could do wrong, but I was so sweet and kind and just wanted to get things right. Well, I never understood why the way I thought was so wrong to others around me. But now that I'm older and wiser and healing the effects of being stripped of parts of me year after year, I realized I was designed to be different. I was designed to stand out. I was designed to speak and talk just like I do, to dress the way I do, to do what I do now, to do what I do and how I do it. See, the problem, of course, was society, but the problem was also me. Excuse me. See, the problem, of course, was society, but the problem was me also, lacking the ability to not give a fuck what others think without having a visceral reaction or shutting down completely. See, I always just tried to fit in, only keeping fragments of myself visible. When I met people who would truly see me, it scared the shit out of me. That's just the truth. I knew the fools I was living around schooling with, working with, dating, were intimidated and envious. It wasn't something they wanted to nurture, I wasn't something they wanted to nurture and grow. I was something they wanted to consume, thinking they could use my power for themselves. The ones who weren't like that and held their own power, like me, I shy away from. I do that. I shy away, not more. I'm not editing this. The ones who weren't like that and had their own power, like me, I shy away, but not no more. That's what I should have put. I meet like-minded people, so many differences, and I embrace them. I meet fools and still greet them with kindness, but they don't belong in my inner circle. I realize that it takes love, strength, trust, courage, honesty, and correction and application to be who I am. It takes a knowing so powerful that I don't give two fucks who believe me. See, I held in stories that I knew were true, saw it with my own physical two eyes, and it was so bizarre and heinous that I still didn't tell it out of fear of not being believed. Now, I don't care who believes me or not. I know I was getting some stories mixed up these last 2 years, but there was major truth to them with theatrical details / dramatized details, if you don't catch my drift. Some messages were trying to be blocked, so they came out fucked up and twisted. They came out fucked and twisted. But there was truth to them that I can clear up in my sane mind, but I won't be over-explaining myself. See, I didn't grow up a big liar. I grew up telling the truth in a world that hated it. So I got told I wasn't seeing, hearing, feeling, or experiencing what I was to help create fantastic fantasies for punks and cowards. I was conditioned into lying to make others feel better so they wouldn't be triggered into reality. And I also started to shy away from the truth. The old version of me partially became my enemies. I see my enemies as inner me's. They are my demons I must address, not in the actual person I'm viewing, but in my own flesh, soul, and spirit. Just physical representation of where I need work. Like, I kept getting raped and molested. I wasn't protected as a kid, but it continued into adulthood. It's funny because I could fight and I could protect myself on average, but when it came to rape, I just shut down, grit, and buried. So for me as an adult, I needed to heal the trauma response. You rape me now, I'm going to cut your dick off. I'm going to cauterize your wound, and then I'm going to feed it to you. I can protect myself now, and in any way I choose to respond to an active threat will be justified. No overkill, no crying because you poked the bear. I only hold restraint for empty threats, for empty transmissions. But the moment shit get physical, that's on you. Hell, it's on you even when it's empty or energetic, if it's not justified. But I allow God to handle it. But in the flesh, God handles it through me, whether you believe it or not. Excuse me. Back to what I was saying. Most don't want to live in reality. It hurts, so they cushion their stories like they do their lives. Fluff what happened, look past it so they don't got to see it. But the truth remains constant. It doesn't change. Short perspectives make truth relative, but there are some hard, firm truths that our feelings and perspective can't twist, shame, or change. Living in a world that only wants the truth if it is pleasant is insanity. Living in a world where people only think other people shit stink and not their own is insanity. Living in a world where we living in a world where we keep doing the same thing, like voting, like begging, like blitz attacks, like it's going to get us different results. It's not. That's insanity. We watch peaceful protests do nothing. Voting only gets us appeasement until they decide to take it all away. Playing by mainstream rules only sells our soul. I do know niggas that have made it to freedom by trial and error, but they were willing to face the truth. They were willing to take the risk. They were willing to fix their own shit. They were willing to be who God chose them to be and stand tall in that. That's where I am. That's where I'm at mentally. Sure, we here. Sure, we here. Sure, we here. So let's get back what's ours. But separation, not on some division of races and religion, gender, sexuality, but separation from evil is the only way. Lead their ass to destroy themselves, whether fast or slow. Harriet got the slaves free, not by convincing the slave masters, but by networking with like-minded people, even if they had differences. They all agreed that slavery shouldn't exist. They organized, they strategized, and they used their differences to their benefit to build a secret channel / portal to transport slaves into free states, not just physically, but they helped them mentally as well from all the atrocities they had experienced. We got to do this method. It yielded, excuse me, that's misspelled. It yielded great results. When will we organize for the same exact cause that no one deserves to be enslaved, controlled, and brutalized? Definitely if they have done nothing wrong but exist. See, we live in a world where profit, that was supposed to be where. See, we live in a world where profit and greed is king. And everybody hoping to be next, excuse me, to be in line next to be over someone else. Excuse me. And everybody hoping to be in line next to be over someone else. I don't want to be in the 1%, the white man created. I want to be myself, an intellectual thinker, doer, seer, builder, healer, helper, and all the things that would sustain this earth. I'm not interested in appealing to popular culture, speaking proper. It's just mindless behavior, propaganda, and bandwagon. It's dogma. I had a person telling me she wouldn't wear cheap shoes because she felt it won't cool. I felt great disdain and confusion. I know we have been brainwashed. This is not to bash, but to shed light of the damage. Who put value to Jordans? We did. Who put value to Nike? We did. Who put value to designer? We were all willing to pay hundreds of dollars while poor just to feel like we weren't. Part of the crowd, part of the in crowd. I love basketball shoes, but after my 10 years, I refused. I saw the materialism in it. It wasn't because I lacked the money. It was because it was no longer worth it. I mean it. I would buy Tay, Off-White, and other designer stuff, but when he would ask me if I wanted it, I declined. I didn't want it. Didn't make sense. We renting, didn't own shit. It didn't make sense to me mentally. Like, why do I want to look like everybody else for? Why I want to look like everybody else for? Then for that price tag? Nah, I'm good. So that same viewpoint for things is how I feel about myself. Why would I sell my soul to look and think and be miserable with everybody else? Please use your discernment. We all have things we value. In my opinion, for myself, shouldn't destroy your outlook, unless, of course, you were under a spell of some sort. But my value is priceless. I won't be trading in who I am for nobody or nothing. Not a spouse, not a child, not a friend of me, family member, parental figure, authority figure, not nothing. I love me. I'm contracted to God. I use God out of religious dogma, but I'm contracted to the ultimate source, the ultimate life force energy that flows through all of us, even these things we don't like. I'm contracted to the creator of all. I was a punk not because I didn't know how to fight or hurt my opponent, but because I was afraid of being myself. I was afraid of hurting others who was hurting me, which in turn hurt people that didn't deserve it. I was a coward, a pussy. I was a coward and a pussy. Every day I wore a mask just to get back. I don't got to do nothing but be who God designed me to be. Allow God to guide me. See, God is me/self, and I am God. And this ain't grandiose, like I have power over others. I can do this or do that in the opposite sense. God is my best/highest self. I'm not your God or the God. I am a God, a fractal piece of the ultimate source, but a whole on my own. I came here, and the worst thing they could have done. I came here, and it's by choice. And the worst thing they could have done was try to kill me at my most vulnerable states of consciousness, because that woke me up even faster. So thank you. Good luck to those holding on to master ways, begging master to change. Master will never let you go. You too beneficial. About to break free. Call on your higher power. If you're an atheist and have a good heart, shit, keep doing you, because you got it figured out as well. All you had to do was come here and be you. Same for all other practices. For all other practices, it's so many errors in here because I just dump. I write, I don't edit. I can edit at a later date. So same for all other practices. Our cultural roots of spirituality outside of mainstream religion. So same for others who practice your cultural roots of spirituality outside of mainstream religion. I embrace all who are true in nature. I'm letting go of grudges and emotional leaks and I'm healing bitterness as we speak. But one thing that is solidified is who I be. Thank you, God. Thank you all. Thank you, self, for doing what God sent you here to do. I am blessed to be in my position, and I'm grateful. I cried and whined, but I'm getting it together. I was working through it all along. So as I live in patience, trusting God's command, I find peace no matter the circumstances. I vow to live and die for what I believe in. And I'm at peace watching the cars unfold. All right. I also don't mind being ridiculed or socially picked apart by anyone. I don't mind being seen anymore. See me, but don't cower when you see who I truly am or what walks with me. I only harm those who are active threats. Spirit handles the rest. Also, I don't care about looking crazy if I got to say some real, truthful, bizarre shit. Like, immaculate conception will exist during this timeline as it has on all others. Like, we, the aliens, like, well, I guess you're going to have to keep watching and see what truth I will have to stand in and uphold with this new chapter for my highest and best timeline, resting and working and stepping in truth.